When you choose to love, you love with your heart. And the things that you give away, they are priceless compared to the love that you feel for that person that you love. You get to overlook the flaws of the person that you love. Loving a child, you fail to see the flaws because you know that you have got more flaws than the child that you have. This is a love story, and every love story has got people who are trying to drive apart the people who are in love. And just like that, it's not different from mine. This child that I have loved, gotten to love, and want to keep as my own, people of course want to keep us apart. And here is the sad story. So stay tuned to find out some more. You're watching Jessica Inongi Machwani's YouTube. Thank you for coming on this channel. Be what you wanted to be when you were young, or be the person that you wanted to have in your life when you were young. I wanted to be that person that I wanted to have seen in my life when I was young. Unfortunately, not everybody saw that, and it is so sad that it is my relatives, that the family members that I have, that wouldn't see that. Here is a child who needs help. The mother asks anyone to help the child, but when she is rendered help, she sees that person as being evil. Narrating what really happened. We went for a holiday, then I got permission and we went together. But after some days, the mother started calling me over most of the times and acting as if I stole her child. And when it was her that I talked to first before I left home, and it continued later, I started getting phone calls from my grandparents saying that I should take back the child, and I had to hear a lot of stories about it. It was kind of confusing, but then I just told them that I would come back the day that I told them that I would go. And obviously, doing the things that I thought was like normal was actually very disrespectful to my parents, to my grandparents. And then later, where I went to visit, my uncle and my aunt decided that they want to talk to my grandparents, and they were told that I didn't get permission to go out with the child. So with that, it actually disturbed them as a couple, and then they said that I was just being stubborn for nothing because that was not my child, so I should take the child back. But by that time, I started getting asthma attacks. I have anemia, so the time that all that was happening, I was getting mostly dizzy, and I was told that I need to boost my blood. So I wouldn't actually travel or go home and things like that. It was just stressing me because the situation was that I was accused of stealing someone's child. Waited until the day that I told them that I would go. And when the day came, I went home. When we went home, I found that they got a notice for me to get arrested. Now that I've gotten home, they dropped it. And then the mother got the child and everything, and we removed like the entire care that I had over her. I started taking care of her ever since that day. And as they were taking the child, they said that I must be barren for me to adopt a child. But now in this case, since I don't have a child, that I am really barren. What I did to my love for that child, because I know how it feels to grow up needing love and affection from the people who are closest to you, but you never get it. And I know how it feels to be a child but being treated as if you're an adult. And I didn't want to see her just growing up with that same scenario of life. I was able to just make a change, and they called me out. I just had to let go, because no matter how much hard I would try to explain or try to understand myself that I was once in her shoes, it wouldn't change the fact that the mother is there, and I would be sued for that. So I gave the child back. I did, and it was very painful. I mean, it still hurts because the child is literally always around me, but I'm forbidden to even be around her. It's something very painful. I remember my days being with her. Now they're memories. They're memories. It really hurts. But all I just hope is that she will take care of her child. Because a child does not deserve to be treated as if they are not one day going to be somebody that people will need. It is these children that grow up to be people. It is these children that actually grow up to be adults. Every lesson that you actually make a child go through, it remains with them, and it becomes their life and their yes. So overall, I hope if you have the chance to really look after someone, you do that. Because unlike some people, like me, I can't do that. So I just really hope you take the time to love the people that you need to love, and take care of the people that you need to take care of. Because you might not know how much love they need from you. Thank you so much for watching, and keep a lookout for more. But as for now, God bless. Thank you.
Section